What's up, guys? So I'm sure you've seen all the crazy stuff happening on Twitter with the Studio Ghibli AI filter with the new ChatGPT model that just came out. And this has been a huge trend on the website right now. You know, you're seeing people basically just take regular photos or memes and turn them into Studio Ghibli versions of it. You know, you can see this guy just has a photo with his dog and his wife or whatever, and then it's turned to Studio Ghibli. And all things considered, this doesn't look that bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you wanted to get, some kind of commission to get somebody to make this image and turn to Studio Ghibli, you could probably get some better results. Like, the hands are obviously a little weird, but like, all things considered, it's definitely not the worst looking art at all. Even Sam Altman, he has updated his profile picture to basically just be a Studio Ghibli version of himself. And as someone who loves art, loves anime in general, and has even commissioned my own profile picture that I use on this channel. I'm also getting another one commissioned soon, so look out for that. I like paying artists to do their job and get cool art when I like their art style. Like, for example, Soya2 over here that I commissioned is a Japanese artist that has a very distinct art style. I love their art style. It's very, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it just gives off like a very, like, kind of chill vibe that I just really wanted for my channel. And instead of putting all of their images into an AI filter and generating something that I would like, I just commissioned them. Now, obviously, people that are using this technology, they're not trying to commission art for a YouTube channel, right? They're just trying to make funny images or memes. Like, Mike Tyson posted this image, of him holding the dove in Studio Ghibli, and like, yeah, it's kind of cool. But at the same time, there's something weird about using a person's art style when they explicitly have shown disdain for AI. And if you don't know, Hayao Miyazaki himself has actually talked about AI art in the past. I believe some programmers showed him a program that basically allowed 3D models to kind of learn how to walk, and this is what he had to say. He calls it creepy. And yet, he doesn't really have a wish to incorporate it into his own production process. An insult to life itself. Think about that, right? An insult to life itself. I think he sees art and animation as a form of expression that human life does. A lot of people don't see it that way. Like, again, most of the people using it are just using it for fun memes and stuff. Like, it's not that serious. But obviously, when you're trying to present an AI that can generate drawings, as you'll see the researcher is gonna talk about here, he obviously has a big issue with that. Yeah, so what is your goal? We would like to build a machine that can draw pictures like humans do. And it's safe to say that they have achieved it. This is something that a human could draw, if not better than the majority of humans. Personally, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle because I am a computer programmer. I use AI every day to help me in my job, to program faster. So I understand the utilitarian aspects of it, and I even think that there is some place for AI to be used in animation. If you're more curious, I've actually done a full video on AI in anime, but if you didn't know, Beyond the Spider-Verse actually did use AI. However, it wasn't generative AI. This was mainly for in-betweening, and it was mainly to kind of reduce the workload that a lot of animators had, although from what I understand, the Spider-Verse production process is still pretty fucked up for animators. But besides that, I think there's a clear line, right, with generative AI versus like tool-assisted AI, if you will. I think generative AI that just creates the entire image for you, it's a little too much, especially if you're planning to sell that thing, if you're planning to make a product or show out of it. I would definitely be drawing a line there and saying, yeah, you can't do that. If you're just making memes, I think your meme sucks, but I don't really care too much, right? I feel like it's not my place to tell people that they can't use this technology. I think for a lot of people, they see this as art just became accessible. Now, this is one of the takes I've been seeing a lot, and I think like a lot of AI artists, in air quotes there, kind of used to defend AI art, saying like, hey, you've removed the barrier of entry for art. And I don't know, I have a lot of problems with this saying that art just became accessible, because to be honest, it's always been accessible. The only thing you need to learn to draw and make art is a pen and paper. That's all you need to start drawing. If PewDiePie can do 100 days of drawing and then get pretty good at the end of it, I'm sure you can too. I suck at drawing personally. Like, I wish I could draw. I wish I could draw something that looks half as good at this. You know, like I can recognize that the AI has more skills than me, but that doesn't mean that I would want to use it to replace an artist. Okay, this is not art that you made yourself. So saying that it just became accessible is feels weird. Let's read a little bit into this guy's thinking though. Yes, art has always been accessible. I know that. But this is still art, and it's become easier for anyone to turn their imagination into reality. Now stop being pedantic and create this high school art you speak of. The bar has been raised? The bar has been raised? Excuse me? So he's basically just putting down real artists that actually spend years of their time developing an art style, developing the skills to create art, and then saying, do better, sweaty. Like, that's kind of crazy, no? And look, I understand this kind of yearning, I understand the want to turn your imagination into something that, you know, actually exists and looks good, right? We've all been there where we try to draw and it looks like crap. But that's the whole point, is you lack the skills. If you have the vision and you lack the skills, it means you are talentless and you need to build up your talent. Okay, that's why we have skills in the first place. And that's what makes us human, is the fact that we can grow and adapt and get better at things. And I feel like the AI art crowd that's really pro AI is feeling a little heated because there's a lot of people kind of clowning on them. And they're saying, just got the cease and desist from Studio Ghibli. AI creators deserve protection, not punishment. Expression is sacred. Imagination is not illegal. If I have to be a martyr to prove that, so be it. Okay, so despite the fact that, first off, this is a fake cease and desist, from what I understand, the community notes also say this letter is fake, there's no records for it, the phone number is fake. Painting yourself as a martyr for AI art and then claiming that expression is sacred while stealing an art style that has been done by an anime studio and taking it for yourself. And you didn't even do any work to build a model. At the very least, if you built the model, I would give you a little bit of credit. Bro, you paid ChatGPT a few monthly subscriptions, and now you're saying you're an AI creator? You're an art creator? Shut the fuck up, man. Calling yourself a martyr? How cringe can you get? And look, I understand the whole it's just imagination. Like, I'm just having fun with it. I understand for most people that's fine. But saying that AI creators deserve protection? No, you do not deserve any kind of legal protection. You do not deserve any kind of copyright protection, especially when I don't think Studio Ghibli has been paid for any of the images that were used to train the model that is generating these images. At least if they were compensated in some way, I would maybe be a little more open to this if there was some kind of back and forth there. Although I doubt Studio Ghibli would ever do that, given Hayao Miyazaki's very clear distaste for AI art. It's insane that the AI art crowd is trying to pin this as some kind of we're getting attacked from the real artists. Oh my god, AI creators are they're so oppressed. I'm assembling a legal team. Firms who believe in this fight, reach out. Yeah, this is just so cringe. Especially since it's kind of already set by precedent, I think. AI art is not legally protected and shouldn't be, because there is no human creator. Especially if you're taking a bunch of data and you're using that to train your model, and saying that you created the art just because you asked you prompted an AI to do something is kind of laughable. And just to kind of highlight that you can in fact work for years to make images that look like they belong in Studio Ghibli, right? I love this new trend that artists are doing of showing hey, you can be inspired by Studio Ghibli. This is a background artist, and they have some amazing backgrounds. This is from Spirited Away. It looks amazing, right? And it's clear this person is very talented because you can look at a bunch of their posts. They've been doing this for a while, right? They have a bunch of cool looking backgrounds that took them probably years to develop the skills to make shit like this. Yeah, all of this is probably going to get fed into an AI to just spit out some garbage that people end up using. And unfortunately, this isn't just being used for memes. The Studio Ghibli stuff right now is only being used for memes, but there are Netflix anime that used image generation. And again, image generation, I think for me is that kind of line where I'm like, whoa, I would rather get real artists involved here for background images, right? This person is a background artist. They've spent probably months, if not years, developing a specific skill in making good looking backgrounds. And to basically just replace all of that with image generated backgrounds is to take their job, is to take that years of skill that created the model in the first place, by the way. All those images that were created by your predecessors of background artists are now being just funneled into an AI model that can do it faster and much cheaper. And to most viewers, this is not going to look bad. I mean, to me, it doesn't even look that bad. Like, I don't think the backgrounds look horrible at all. But listen, man, I just don't like this direction it's going. Because when I watch an anime, there's something special about knowing that a person storyboarded the cut, keyframed the cut, like made the in-betweening for the cut. There's an animation director that's looking over all of the scenes and making sure that everything looks good, or, you know, maybe we need to tweak this, maybe we need to tweak that, maybe there's some artistic direction we need to go here. That's a human part of the creation process, and I think that needs to stay intact for art to really flourish and for it to be the best that it can be. And you can even see that there are many Japanese studios that are looking to use AI to create anime or generate anime. You can see this one right here, which personally, I think this looks like garbage right now. Like, this hair is all over the place. But the fact is that they're taking something super, super rough. Look how rough this is. And the AI is just generating it immediately. That's insane technology. I can't lie, the technology is insane. But you also have to understand that you are removing like 3 to 4 people's jobs. The animation industry already is suffering from overworking. Like, they need more people in the industry, and they still don't have the budget to hire as many people as they can. Imagine what AI is going to do in terms of replacing these people. Yeah, it's like, to me, this just looks uncanny. I don't know. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more AI anime, especially since it seems the public is largely on board with it. They largely don't care if it's used for memes, and I wonder if we'll see, you know, a kind of shift if it's used for actual, like, full series anime. I just want to say, like, we can get amazing looking scenes from humans already. And if we give them more money, if we train these humans to do better, and we make sure that they're well fed, they're well paid, they will get even better than I think machines could ever get, right? The only reason that machines are this good at making art and making Studio Ghibli ripoffs is because Studio Ghibli made it first. It's because Studio Ghibli created that art style in the first place, right? And you need artists to keep that going. You can't replace artists with AI, because eventually you're not going to get anything worth generating. At a certain point, you're going to fall off in terms of creativity. I think you need artists to keep that blood going. And the way that markets work and profitability works is that you don't need to incentivize paying artists. You need to incentivize increasing profits and driving down costs. And if that means replacing your artists with AI artists, that means replacing all your background artists with AI artists, then that's a very, very real possibility. And I think people, you know, they see this as a harmless trend, the Studio Ghibli trend. And for the most part, it is. Like, I can't lie. I'm not going to, you know, fearmonger and say that Mike Tyson posting this is going to change the course of anime forever, but I think it marks a significant shift in the general population's understanding of AI art and their acceptance towards it. Because if it looks half decent, they don't really care where the fuck it came from. All they care about is the product. I think there's some humanity that will be lost if we continue down that direction. I don't know. I think Hayao Miyazaki said it best. Humans are losing faith in themselves, and they're relying on machines. That's just my take. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. I don't know, man. Just seeing this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. If you're more curious about my full thoughts on AI in anime and if anything significant will happen there, I actually have a full video that I've made on my channel you can check out. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Peace.